Off we go from Denver. Taken in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Come on now, let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen. It's time.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Justin Simmons.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
For Phillip Lindsay, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
9-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. He's got his big tight end, Fant, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And 10.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsay. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
3rd and 10.
Herbert now. This is the tight end fan, and he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
And 10 yards to go.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Herbert back to the air. And that's incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team, because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Open man is Denzel Mims. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down, and he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Number 33.
That one goes for 24 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
1st and goal from the 6. They run here with Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
His throw incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Herbert. Got a man. It's Jeudy complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll run on first down. Gordon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal
At the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Lindsey, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
The ball carrier.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
5 brings up second and goal at the 10-yard line.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Tremaine Edmonds.
Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now Herbert, third and goal. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Andrew Beck, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
It's the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
On second down now, Singletary. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
Allen's throw is complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 35-yard line. They'll run here with Singletary. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He was looking for Devin Singletary there, and it's 3rd and 5.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bills have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Bills 14, Broncos 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. On the counter, Lindsey. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Lindsey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Slam, 36, 36.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Gain on the play. It's 4th down.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Here's Singletary. In on the stop, Vernon Hargraves.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
4th down.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
17.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Yard line.
Herbert. And he fires one incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Herbert. And that will be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. To throw again. Allen. What? Allen hit. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
They've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Pass on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Bills 24, Broncos 7. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Let's go, let's go. Check, 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 check.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
44's Mike, 44's Mike. Check, check.
Here's Herbert now on second down. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops. Normally, you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Broncos cut into that lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Allen, flush to his right. He'll run it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. On the ground, it's Singletary. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Allen going to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. On first down, Allen. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Bills 31, Broncos 13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
That's good.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. The 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Lindsey, and he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want...
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos get a bit closer. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he will bull his way in there for the 2 points. Nothing fancy there on that 2-point try. Give it to the big boy, let him go to work.
That almost felt like sandlot football that we used to play, didn't it? Biggest guy on your team who can carry the ball, hand it to him and let him rumble.
Nobody picked me on the sandlot football team.
You were quarterbacking, I know better.
I was the water boy. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
48-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
On 1st down, it's Gordon. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at about the 31. There he goes, right side. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Tyler Bass for the extra point.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed. It's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. He's going to let it fly. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Bills, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week when they take on Washington. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughton. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.